Now, ahead of you and a little to your left, ahead of you and a little to your American flag a large building looks relatively new. That is where we had a museum called a Newseum, which is a museum of news or journalism. It was in that building from 2008 to 2019. It moved out because of financial difficulties. The building has been obtained by the Johns Hopkins University for research purposes for $357 million. To your right is the West Building of the National Gallery of Art. To your right. That's not a Smithsonian. You notice the building does not have any windows. That's to protect the rare and valuable paintings from the glare of the sunburn. But she was very instrumental in getting us to what we call Social Security. Asia and Europe. It opens at 7:30 and closes at 7 p.m. in state. And right in front of you, you see a statue. Well, if you look to your right, you see a statue of a man on a horse. That's the statue of President Ulysses S. Grant. That's the second largest equestrian statue in the world. Equestrian, as I said, it means person on the horse. And right in front of you, you see a statue facing right. Well, it's ahead of you and a little to your left now. That's the statue of President James A. Garfield, who was killed or assassinated in 1881 by a man named Charles Guiteau because he didn't get a government job. You see, he wanted to be ambassador to France. He said he couldn't speak French. So the question is, how things will work out for him. Now, what we do is this. I will get off the bus. I carry an American flag umbrella. I won't talk or move to those of you who want to join me have joined me. We'll be here no more than 10 minutes. I will be at the best.
Some of you get to my right. Some of you can get to my left. Some of you can get behind me.
You'll find a lot of clothing worn by American Indians, film, as well as was indicated, the money was to go and did go to the United States for the establishment of an educational center. The James Smithsonian, now, shortly, very shortly, over to your left, you see a building, looks like, well, brown. That is Voice of America. It broadcasts information about the United States in many languages to countries around the world. During the days when we had in houses, Wright Brothers, Kitty Hawk, Lindbergh, Spirit of St. Louis, Gemini 4, for which the first spacewalk occurrence was in 1965. A studio model of Starship Enterprise from Star Trek, A Rock from the Moon. Four interesting movies shown at San Atlantic Theater. To your left is a relatively new memorial. That's the Dwight D. Eisenhower Memorial. He was President of the United States from 1953 to 1960. He was Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces during World War II. He was also President of Columbia University, located in New York City. Now over to your left, you see a long white building. That is one of two buildings for the Federal Aviation Administration. That is the Wilbur Wright building. The only reason I know because of what the sign says, because every time we're in the area, I see Wilbur. But his job is to administer laws regarding American air travel. And to the right of that, is probably the old Soviet Union, made its weapon in this country through uranium mining. Now I'm going to speed up my talk because the driver's going to slow up and not stop, or I can give you as much information I can possibly give you. If you look behind that green light ahead of you and a little to your right, you see the Department of Energy is what the sign says, the Department of Energy. That they administer laws regarding energy from the sun as well as electricity. And let me say this, Energy Department is always talking about telling Americans conserve energy. But please tell me what's being conserved when you look at the fact that you got light posts to your left on these sides when they got lights going on in broad daylight. And on the left side of the street, you see a building where you see the white initial. Now, right in front of you, folks, is the United States Department of Agriculture, the second largest cabinet in the U.S. government. Approximately 100,000 people work there. It's from where I retired in December 2018. Now, agriculture is responsible for administering federal laws regarding the raising of livestock, the raising of crops, concerning self-conditions of the soil. Basically oversees the distribution of the food supply in the United States. To your right is the Jamie Whitten building, named after its secretary. A little to your left is headquarters of the U.S. Forest Service, which fought agriculture to the wildfires out of Canada. That building has an animated Smokey Bear with parts of the body move. It will be very interesting to see. Now, very shortly, you're going to see the Washington Monument. 5 years for it to disappear. So it's no rush to go to the Washington Monument. You can go tomorrow, you can go next week, or 10 years from now. It will be here long after your ashes have gone. Now, okay, to your right is, see a building looks like a pyramid upside down? That's the second most popular museum in the United States. We're really going to go by it, but the road is blocked for whatever reason. So this is our Jefferson Memorial now. It'll be over to your left. Heavy management. So the Jefferson Memorial to the third president of the United States. It's signed by John Russell Pope. The 19th statue of Jefferson was designed by Rudolph Williams. Jefferson not only was the first Secretary of State, the second Vice President of the United States, third President, wrote the Declaration of Independence founded at the University of Virginia. Designed his own home called Monticello's West Virginia State Capitol. Okay, Jared just informed me he's going to make a U-turn to go to World War II Memorial. This way you're going to find the restroom. So as I said before, it's best that you use it now, not wait until you get to another stop, because another stop may not have a restroom. And if it has, it may not be working. So we're going to go down the street. Well, you still can see. Columbia War Memorial is in memory. There it is, over to your left. Man who signed a monitor to short the Merrimack during the Civil War. Now that's Lincoln Memorial in front of you, Paul. I got a lot to tell you about the good driver, going to determine where he's going to drop us off. On his turn right now. So he's turning left to right. They represent music, harvest, aspiration, and literature. Bronze plated in gold. They are from Italy. Now understand that Italy was apologetic, if not regretful, and having fought with Nazi Germany during World War II. So you can say these statues were given as a sign of regret for having joined Nazi Germany during World War II. Now one thing, when I was the size of many of you little ones, parents used to come to Washington and took tours. You used to be able to drive in front of Lincoln Memorial, which you see to your right, but driving in front of Lincoln Memorial. By the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. It's in a big shape for the word Vietnam. Okay? Now, we're approaching
and that museum, the monument. The other thing is someone needs to check.
I'm recommending that you take a picture of this when we get to the Iwo Jima Memorial, the Marine Corps Memorial. You understand why I recommend you take a picture. Now, I told you before that this is the hardest place to go. A good big step. There you go. If you don't think you can make it.
Probably not take a photo.
Go to your left.
So what was that now?
Okay. Follow me. To the right of that, missing 8,000, 7,000. Forces, 1,064,453. South Korea said a lot of money for the building of this memorial. Now we're going back to the bus. And as we go to the bus, and the falls now that Frank Nelson, what happened was, pictures were taken through laser technology. These pictures were etched to this wall.
Oh, laser.
Yeah.
It's 405 miles long. Anyway, it goes through the states of West Virginia, Washington, D.C., and Maryland. In front of you, on the other side of the river, is the state of Virginia, for which 1/3 of Washington's D.C. land came, 2/3 came from Maryland. You see that highway on the other side of the river? If you go left on that highway, you're about a 30-minute drive away from parking meters, and you best believe. And I don't know how if they ticket people too much on the weekends, but I know through the week they will give you a ticket, because if they wouldn't, then why have these parking meters here? So I remember days you just park and go to Washington for 10 hours. We got a lot of things to say in this memorial. Please step out. Because these people looking sad because they don't have a job. And get that. Okay, Frank. Sad look.
Sad look.
Sad look.
And look this way.
Yeah, don't take the smile off your face. Sad look. Very good. That's the last score. Okay.
what that stood for?
Anyway, how many of you know if anyone's blind? Self-confident about this supposed Vietnam Adolf Hitler. What do you think Hitler would have thought? Being a man? Where I am, or you want to tell me where I am? No.
Designed by John Russell Pope, a 19-foot statue on the 14th Street Bridge. That was on the 13th of January, 1982, when Air Florida 9 attempted to take off from the airport to your far left. It didn't quite get up because of too much ice on the wing, and it hit bridge. Now, if you look in front of you, you see some signs. One sign says Mount Vernon, one says Reagan National Airport. Well, we're really inside because when we turn, it's going to be right in front of you. There is the Pentagon, home of the Defense Department, the world's largest office building. Anywhere from 20 to 25,000 people work there every day. It's and there's the Air Force Memorial. See those three tall silver spires to your left? That's the Air Force Memorial, dedicated by former President George W. Bush. That was in October 2006. There's the Pentagon. The one thing they have at the Pentagon is yacht. You can't see it from here. You have memorials of those who lost their lives, who were either on the plane or who worked in the building. September 11th in the year 2001. Like I said, it was dedicated 1943. Jefferson Memorial was open to the public. You can't see it, like I said, but in the yard they have memorials to those killed September 11th. Who lived on the plane or who worked there. I had a co-worker when I worked for Power Agriculture. Her daughter was on the plane. Had her daughter lived, she would have been 33 years old. Netherlands Caravan or Caribbean. Call that whatever you want, nonetheless, it's the bell tower. It's a gift from Queen Juliana's Holland to the American people of appreciation for the aid given during the Second World War. Have your cameras ready if you're on the right. Have your cameras ready. You don't want to miss this. Over to your right, you see the Lincoln Memorial. Right in front of you is where we're going. The Iwo Jima, all information from tourists about one of the attractions that we attend. So like I said, I will give all of you the chance to get off the bus, and once you get off and see this, then I will walk over and say to you the things I want to say about the Iwo Jima Memorial. One thing our driver is going to do, he's stopping where it's most accessible. So all you do is get off the bus, walk in front of the bus, follow the walkway, and go left. Shrimp pizza, and I don't know if the spices upset me, but I'm telling you that because I hate to see, don't want to see any of you get sick. Do you have me on that? And another little thing, well, I don't know if it's little, but if you're on the boat, you don't get too close to the rail because if you hit a sharp, and you laugh, but I'm serious as I can be. If you hit if you're near the rail and you hit a sharp wave, they don't have rap music here. They don't have rhythm and blues, basically classical music, as well as some jazz. There's the Kennedy Center. That large round building behind it is called the Watergate. That's where in 1972, founding August 9, 1974. And that's also where I recently found out they have 3-bedroom condominiums. Cheapest of $1,995,000. But if you want to go higher,
beginning of the C&O Canal in Chesapeake and Ohio, 84.5 miles from Washington, D.C. to Cumberland, Maryland. The canal operated from 1828 to 1924 as a transportation route, primarily hauling coal from western Maryland to the port of Georgetown in Washington. You'll also see a broken wooden gate at the entrance of the stream. This is the Water Gate. This marks the terminus of the C&O Canal, and this is also where the large complex. In 1861, the island became a barracks for northern troops. It's the Cathedral of St. Peter and St. Paul. The church is Episcopal, but it has no local congregation. It seeks to serve the entire nation as a house of prayer for all people. It's the 6th largest cathedral in the world. Sets of statues. The first set symbolized peace, one is for music, the other for the arts. The other set represents war, one for valor, the other for sacrifice. Both sets of statues were gifts from Italy. The Lincoln Memorial wasn't completed until 1922. It was built to model the Parthenon in Greece. Its 36 columns represent the 36 states in the Union at the time of Lincoln's assassination. Also, inscribed on the top of the memorial are the names of the 48 states in the nation at the time of its completion. Inside the 100-foot memorial, you'll find a 19 by 19-foot statue of Lincoln, and engraved in his limestone walls are his second inaugural address, as well as his Gettysburg address. The steps at the base of the memorial were also called the Water Gate, as they were intended to be the gateway to the city for visiting dignitaries when they arrived here by water. However, they were at the top a specially made 75-foot barge fitted with a band shell. On the other side of the Lincoln Memorial, you'll find the reflecting pool, as well as numerous other memorials, including the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, the Korean War Veterans Memorial, and the World War II Memorial. The Great Bell Tower that you see over to the right is the Netherlands Caravane. This was a gift from the Netherlands in appreciation for liberating them from Nazi occupation in World War II. To the right of the Caravane, located behind the tree, this bridge is the Arlington Memorial Bridge and symbolically links the north with the south. Built in 1932, it was a drawbridge at one time and connects Washington with Arlington National Cemetery. See a mansion. That's the Arlington House, formerly known as the Custis Lee Mansion. The mansion was the home of Robert E. Lee for 35 years prior to the Civil War. During the Civil War, the property was seized by the Union and used as a campground, with the mansion serving as the headquarters. In 1864, Arlington was declared a military cemetery, with the Confederate soldier being the first laid to rest. The cemetery is a final resting place for more than 400,000 service members and veterans. The tall structure over to the left is the Washington Monument, the world's tallest masonry structure. It stands 555 feet and 5.8 inches high. The marble walls are 15 feet thick at the base and 18 inches thick at the top. The also made about a quarter of the way up. The monument is 2 different colors. The construction of the monument was begun in 1848 and was interrupted during the Civil War. It was completed 36 years later and wasn't open to the public until 1888, 4 years after its final completion. The cost in 1884 was $1.2 million for nearly $35 million today. For the monument, children were obligated to climb 897 steps and 50 landing depicts a cresting wave adorned by seagulls. Right past there's an archway, which is the entrance to the Columbia Island Marina, where you'll find the Pentagon, the world's largest office building. The Pentagon has 17.5 miles of corridors through its 5 rings and 6.5 million square feet of space. The Pentagon is home to more than 20,000 military personnel and civilian workers every day. This massive structure is made of reinforced concrete and faced with limestone. It was built Bridge is the General Rochambeau Bridge, named for the French general whose army played a decisive role in
Now, what I'm about to say, the thing is historic, not political. I don't mean apology. The house is coming with $20 front because the there is a little closer. Remember that? Okay. Well, let me say something. You can't see it from here. That's why we put it there.
Like I said, thank you for your ridership with us. Please go to TripAdvisor and give us that rating, go to Signature Tours and tell them what you think of the tour that you had today. I see that building, take a picture, that pink building. That's where his body was taken from Ford Theater and taken over to Pearson House where he died. Federal Bureau of Investigation. And I would imagine 20, 25 years ago, some of you written the spot will be with the FBI. But it won't be in this building. They're trying to get out of here. They want to go over to Maryland or in the state of Missouri. IRS. And to your right now,